Immerse yourself in the origins of the Bigfoot legend, a tale deeply rooted in Native American folklore. This mythical creature, known by a myriad of names across different tribes, has been a part of indigenous narratives since time immemorial. Some tribes refer to the creature as Sasquatch, a term derived from the Halkomelem language, while others use names like Dzunukwa or Tezemequis, each with its unique set of characteristics and stories. This elusive being, often depicted as a large, hairy, bipedal humanoid, was not just a figment of imagination to the Native Americans. It was a living, breathing part of their world, their culture, and their spiritual beliefs. It was seen as a keeper of the forest, a symbol of power and wisdom, and at times a foreboding figure of danger. As European settlers began to colonize the New World, they were intrigued by these indigenous tales. They heard stories of strange encounters, of large footprints left behind, of inexplicable sounds echoing through the wilderness. This was a world far removed from the familiar folklore of their homeland, and it sparked their curiosity, their fear, and their fascination. The legend of Bigfoot, however, did not remain confined to hushed whispers around the campfire or the oral traditions of the Native Americans. As the centuries passed, the legend evolved, taking on new dimensions and nuances. Early newspapers started reporting sightings and encounters, and with the advent of photography, alleged images of the creature began to surface. By the time the 20th century rolled around, the legend of Bigfoot had permeated mainstream culture. It was no longer just a local legend or a tribal tale. Now it was a global phenomenon, a subject of intense debate and speculation, a symbol of the vast, unexplored wilderness, and the enduring human fascination with the unknown. As the legend crossed into the 20th century, it took on a life of its own, igniting public curiosity and debate. Whether you're a skeptic, a believer, or simply captivated by the legend, the mystery of Bigfoot endures, inviting us to continue our quest for answers in the vast wilderness of the unknown. Venture into the eyewitness accounts that span the breadth of North America, each adding a unique chapter to the Bigfoot story. From the shadowy forests of the Pacific Northwest to the murky depths of Florida's swamps, sightings of this elusive creature have woven a tapestry of tales as diverse as the landscapes themselves. Imagine a lumberjack in the rugged wilderness of Oregon, pausing in his work as an enormous figure lumbers into his view, or a hiker in the verdant forests of British Columbia, catching sight of a strange, hairy creature disappearing into the undergrowth. Picture a family camping in the Florida Everglades, startled awake by the crunch of massive footsteps and the unmistakable stench of wild, untamed nature. These stories aren't limited to the outdoor enthusiasts and wilderness dwellers alone. Even city folks visiting rural areas, scientists on field trips, and law enforcement officers patrolling remote regions have reported encounters that defy explanation. Each account is unique, yet shares a common thread: the sighting of a large bipedal creature covered in hair, leaving behind an aura of mystery and a sense of wonder. The descriptions vary from a gentle giant living in harmony with nature to a menacing beast with glowing eyes that instills fear. Yet, as diverse as these accounts are, they all face a common challenge: the lack of definitive evidence. Grainy photographs, shaky videos, and countless footprints have been presented over the years as proof. But without irrefutable evidence, these accounts remain just stories. Skepticism has grown alongside the sightings, with many dismissing the accounts as misinterpretations of known wildlife, elaborate hoaxes, or simply the product of overactive imaginations. The lack of physical evidence has left room for doubt, creating a chasm between belief and skepticism that only solid evidence can bridge. Despite the multitude of eyewitness accounts, the lack of solid evidence has fueled growing skepticism. But the stories persist, the sightings continue, and the legend of Bigfoot remains as captivating as ever, beckoning us deeper into the mystery. Delve into the physical traces that many believe point to the existence of Bigfoot. The iconic footprints, often spanning over 24 inches in length, have turned skeptics into believers and fueled the ongoing debate. These impressions, found in remote areas of the wilderness, have been carefully cast and preserved, providing a tangible, albeit controversial, piece of the puzzle. Each cast footprint displays unique characteristics, from the number and arrangement of toes to the depth and breadth of the impression. Some feature dermal ridges, akin to human fingerprints, suggesting a level of authenticity and complexity difficult to fabricate. While critics argue these could be the product of elaborate hoaxes or misidentified animal tracks, others view them as compelling evidence of Bigfoot's existence. Then, there are the alleged hair samples, often discovered in proximity to the footprints. A range of colors from dark brown to auburn have been reported, and the texture varies from coarse and wiry to fine and soft. Despite their intriguing nature, these samples have yet to yield definitive results. DNA analysis often reveals them to be from bears, deer, or other known animals. Occasionally, the results are inconclusive, neither confirming nor refuting the existence of an unknown primate. Scientific analysis of this evidence is a complex endeavor. While some researchers strive to approach the subject with an open mind and rigorous methodology, the field is often marred by pseudoscience and bias. It's a delicate balance between maintaining scientific integrity and indulging the tantalizing possibility of an undiscovered species. While intriguing, the evidence leaves room for ambiguity, further fueling the debate on the existence of Bigfoot. The footprints and hair samples, though compelling, have yet to provide irrefutable evidence of this elusive creature. As we continue to search for answers, we tread the line between myth and reality, driven by our insatiable curiosity and the enduring allure of the unknown. Unravel the skepticism and hoaxes that have cast doubt on the Bigfoot phenomenon. As we delve deeper into the Bigfoot conundrum, we encounter a wall of skepticism. This skepticism is not unfounded. It stems from the lack of concrete evidence that can definitively prove Bigfoot's existence. Many argue that the creature is merely a case of mistaken identity. Bears, for instance, when standing on their hind legs, can be mistaken for a large bipedal creature. There's also the possibility of human influence, with people donning costumes to create a convincing Bigfoot sighting. But beyond misidentifications, the world of Bigfoot is riddled with deliberate hoaxes. One of the most infamous hoaxes dates back to 1958, when a man named Ray Wallace used carved wooden feet to create a trail of large, mysterious footprints. His family revealed the hoax after his death, but not before the story sparked a media frenzy and further perpetuated the Bigfoot legend. Then there's the Patterson-Gimlin film from 1967, which allegedly captured a female Bigfoot on camera. It remains one of the most scrutinized pieces of evidence, with skeptics pointing out inconsistencies and anomalies that suggest the creature is a man in a suit. Yet, despite numerous analyses, the film's authenticity remains a topic of heated debate. These hoaxes have raised significant challenges for those trying to prove Bigfoot's existence. They have not only cast a shadow of doubt over the entire phenomenon, but also made it increasingly difficult to separate fact from fiction. Every new piece of evidence is greeted with a healthy dose of skepticism, often leading to exhaustive investigations that yield inconclusive results. So, with a landscape so cluttered with hoaxes and skepticism, the question remains, is there a genuine mystery to be solved here? Or is Bigfoot simply a product of our collective imagination, fueled by cultural influence and the human propensity for storytelling? The lack of irrefutable evidence has left many questioning whether Bigfoot is merely a product of cultural influence and misidentification. Discover how science approaches the enigma of Bigfoot. The scientific community's involvement in the Bigfoot phenomenon is a tale of two perspectives. On one hand, we have a group of dedicated researchers who, armed with modern technology and a thirst for the truth, are relentless in their pursuit of the elusive creature. They employ a range of methodologies, from DNA analysis of alleged Bigfoot hair samples to the use of thermal imaging cameras in an attempt to capture footage of the creature in its natural habitat. These researchers argue that the sheer volume of sightings, footprint casts, and other pieces of potential evidence cannot be simply brushed aside. They believe that, with the vastness of the North American wilderness, it's plausible that an undiscovered species could remain hidden from our view. On the other hand, the broader scientific community remains skeptical. They argue that in the age of smartphones and near-ubiquitous surveillance, the lack of clear and definitive photographic evidence is telling. They point to the absence of Bigfoot DNA samples in the genetic databases that contain genetic information from nearly every known animal species. Many scientists also highlight the numerous Bigfoot hoaxes over the years as a cautionary tale, warning against the dangers of confirmation bias, where people see what they want to see rather than what's truly there. In this view, the Bigfoot phenomenon is seen less as a zoological mystery and more as a sociocultural one, rooted in folklore and our collective fascination with the unknown. In the midst of these polarizing viewpoints, there is a common thread: the pursuit of truth. Whether through rigorous field research or critical skepticism, the scientific community continues to play a vital role in our understanding of the Bigfoot legend. While some researchers remain hopeful, the scientific community at large remains skeptical of Bigfoot's existence. Witness how Bigfoot has transcended from folklore to a cultural icon. This enigmatic creature's influence has permeated deep into the fabric of our society, becoming a pop culture phenomenon that refuses to fade away. In the realm of entertainment, Bigfoot has taken center stage. From television shows like Finding Bigfoot to movies like Harry and the Hendersons, the creature has been portrayed in a myriad of ways, ranging from the terrifying to the endearing. These depictions reflect our fascination with the unknown, and the Bigfoot legend serves as a canvas upon which we project our hopes, fears, and curiosities. Beyond the silver screen, Bigfoot's influence extends to literature, art, and even fashion. The creature has become a symbol, a shorthand for the wild, the unexplored, and the mysterious. Bigfoot-themed merchandise, from t-shirts to coffee mugs, bear testament to the creature's enduring popularity. Bigfoot's significance, however, goes beyond being a mere pop culture icon. It has also become a symbol in discussions of folklore and the paranormal, often representing the human desire to believe in something larger than ourselves, in mysteries that defy explanation. The legend has inspired countless enthusiasts to delve into the wild in search of the elusive creature, fostering a sense of adventure and a love for nature. Moreover, Bigfoot has also played a role in sparking debates about ecology and conservation. Some argue that the creature's popularity has brought attention to the importance of preserving our forests and wildlife, reminding us of the wonders that might still be hidden in the wilderness. In this sense, Bigfoot serves as a metaphor for the unknown elements of nature that still remain to be discovered and protected. Whether the creature is real or not, its cultural impact has tangible effects on how we view and interact with the natural world. Regardless of the truth of its existence, Bigfoot's cultural footprint is undeniable. The legend continues to captivate, inspire, and provoke thought, cementing its place in the annals of our cultural history. As we conclude our journey, the mystery of Bigfoot remains. We've traversed the landscape of this enduring legend, from the roots in ancient folklore to the proliferation of eyewitness accounts. We've examined the iconic footprints, the alleged evidence, and delved into the skepticism that surrounds this elusive creature. We've explored the perspectives of scientists who dare to ask if there's a truth beyond the myth. We've also delved into Bigfoot's pervasive cultural impact, its influence on literature, film, and popular culture. This legendary creature symbolizes our fascination with the unknown, our inherent desire to explore the unseen corners of our world. While concrete evidence remains elusive, the quest for Bigfoot continues, fueled by curiosity, fascination, and the tantalizing possibility of discovery. Whether you're a skeptic, a believer, or simply intrigued by the legend, the enigma of Bigfoot invites us to continue seeking answers in the vast wilderness of the unknown.